The crisis today really affects our normal life, but the things we need to manage at this moment is somewhat challenging for us, most especially in delivering of learning modalities and how to cope up the trials and problems experienced, not only the teachers of Santa Fe Elementary School, but also to the stakeholders as well as the learners. In this connection, I humbly present to you the simulation of modular distance learning focusing in multi-grade of grade 5 and 6 classes, following the steps in pre-implementation, implementation, and post-implementation. During the process of pre-implementation, we have a lot of activities done. First, drafting and making of LCP. Next, enrollment procedure. The enrollment procedure was done with the coordination of the barangay officials following this flow. The teacher printed the LESF or the Learner Enrollment and Survey Form and identified the list of learners in every purok. Then, these were distributed to the assigned barangay officials and passed through the purok leaders, then to the parents. Then we have strategies in distribution and retrieval of learning activity sheets, and it was done through purok system and Dropbox. The dissemination of information about the opening of classes and enrollment was done through social media platforms like Facebook, Messenger, and text messages. The finalized SLCP was communicated to the stakeholders. Conduct remote and Dropbox enrollment. The retrieval of LESF was made easier by following this flow. Then, the consolidation of data from LESF was used as basis in the identification of the learners' preferred learning delivery modalities and data profiling of pupils. Most of our learners in grades 5 and 6 preferred the modular distance learning. In this connection, we conducted an inventory of learning resources, planned conference for the implementation, and prepared materials based on the preferred modality such as printed modules and learning kits, weekly plan focusing multi-grade, parents' guide, and parents' checklist. In packing the activity sheets, I prepared 2 envelopes per learner. One is for the distribution and the other is for the retrieval. Since it is a multi-grade class, I used color-coded envelopes with names to identify the grade level of my pupils. The distribution and retrieval of activity sheets was done by purok system. Every Friday, after 2 days of disinfection, they can start answering their activity sheets. A Dropbox with labels of kuha and uli was prepared to observe social distancing. Parents follow the safety protocols in getting and returning the activity sheets. This was made possible with the coordination of the barangay officials and purok leaders. In this video, we will show to you an actual activity at home of my grades 5 and 6 learners using the preferred learning modality, which is modular distance learning. Assessment of learners' outputs. Teacher check and recorded the answered activity sheets of the learners and ensuring that feedbacks are given based from the result of their outputs for some points of improvement or remediation. A post-conference was done regarding some issues and concerns encountered during the delivery of learning modalities.
We are now facing a very big problem that affects our educational system. The Department of Education is utilizing elements to continue the learning of the student despite the crisis we are experiencing. Santa Fe Elementary School, in line with the goal of the DepEd, doing the best to ensure safety of our teachers and learners. We are very happy because we had a good coordination with our stakeholders. Our barangay officials were very supportive to us, especially in the distribution and retrieval of the learner enrollment survey forms and activity sheets.
Bilang magulang, pabor po kami sa modular distance learning dahil maliban sa masiguro namin ang kaligtasan ng aming mga anak, ay matututukan at magagabayan din namin sila sa kanilang mga aralin. Isa rin sa mga positibong resulta nito sa aming pamilya ay ang pagkakaroon namin ng mas magandang samahan at pagkakaroon ng mas mahabang oras para sa aming mga anak.
Bilang isang mag-aaral, naninibago po ako. Namimiss ko po kasi ang aking mga teachers at mga classmates. Ngunit kahit hindi na kagaya nung dati, masaya pa rin ako. Dahil patuloy pa rin akong natututo dahil sa mga activity sheets na ibinigay sa akin ni teacher. At nandyan naman po sina mama at papa para gabayan po ako. Mas nagkaroon din po kami ng family bonding at mas naging independent po ako.